Do you guys have a Volvo on-call service required message on your Volvo XC90? I'll be showing you guys the common problem and how to fix that. This could apply towards XC60s, S60, S90s, any spot vehicle or platform, but this video is going to be particularly how to remove, how to fix that component on an XC90. 90% of the time, there's a backup battery on the vehicle connectivity module, which I will be showing you guys how to remove it and how to replace the battery. With that repair, of course, you will be having to take the vehicle to the dealership to perform that special software, but I'll be saving you money when it comes to replacing the backup battery with that. So I'll be showing you guys how to replace that. Let's get started. To verify the repair, first you want to do is connect the vehicle to some sort of diagnostic tool or Vita if you have access to that. And the fault code you are going to get is to be VCM U105000, which is backup battery lifetime. This backup battery will be the problem that is causing that fault message and the fault code. Here's your VCM, which is your vehicle connectivity module, which we'll have to be removing and replacing this battery that goes inside of there. I'll be linking the part number on the description and where to find it to replacing that. Next, I'll be showing you guys what tools we need to remove this component off the vehicle. You need a simple pocket screwdriver or a flat blade to remove some covers, a 10mm socket, 8mm socket. You need it could be either 3/8 or 1/4 inch ratchet with some sort of small extension, and this is to remove the panels, which I'm going to show you guys what to remove to get to that module. The module is located on the rear passenger side of the Volvo XC90. We're going to have to remove these trim pieces to get to the module, which is located back here. We want to use our screwdriver here to remove this cover. That's going to be 8mm. I am going to be using power tools to make it a little bit faster. All you want to do is grab it from down here at this corner and pull that out. Next step is to remove that 10mm plastic nut. And we're going to be pulling from here towards outward, and then I should have that exposed. There's a 8mm bolt there we want to remove. And that should do it for this side. Fairly simple. Next step you want to do is remove that panel, which we're going to get to the other side, off from the passenger side of the vehicle, and be able to pull this outward. So this panel where the seatbelt goes, you just want to pull. It's just being held by some clips. Then you're going to see your 8mm bolt there, and there's going to be another 8mm down there we're going to have to remove. We'll set that to the side. From there, we just want to grab and pull outward. So we're going to do the same thing with the other side, and we should have access to that VCM. So there's a VCM module we are going to be removing. We'll get some light in here. So now what you want to use is your little screwdriver pocket. What you want to do is slightly pry on these and do the same thing for the other side. And you got to be very careful when it comes to disconnecting these connectors down here. We just want to make sure that we don't damage these connectors while removing them. The gray connectors, all you gotta do is squeeze, it comes right out. And then on these other ones, you just want to push. Trying to do this with one hand. You want to push these tabs and then pull outward. So you want to use your little pry bar, squeeze there and wiggle out, just like that. As for this blue one, you want to push here and pull out, just like that. That's how you remove those connectors. What's that? You have your module out. You have this little cover back here. All you have to do is pry it open. This is the part where you need to be very careful. There's a little tab right here. That you gotta be gentle or else you could break the connector. You squeeze and then you pull up. Just like that. You don't want to put too much force or else you could break that connector in there. And then you'll need a whole module, which will cost you a lot more money. You want to get your new battery. Make sure it clicks. You put your cover back on. And then we'll be installing, of course, the VCM and everything back in reverse procedure from how we removed it. So of course we did spread these tabs. We want to not push them too much, but just enough to where when we put this module back in, it'll be easy. So these are all color coded. You can mix these up. So we're gonna start plugging them in. Let's see if I can get it good. That's the first thing you want to do. You gotta make sure you hear it click all the way through. You don't want these loose. Of course, you could always take a picture of the connectors before you remove them. You shouldn't have any trouble since these are all color coded. Just make sure you hear a nice click with every single one. We go back in there, we make sure that. So the next step is to plug them back in. Make sure that they are color coded so you can mix these up. Once they're in, they clicked in, you just want to verify that they're all plugged in properly all the way. You don't want to have a bad connection. Once that's done, pretty simple. You hear the click. You push these all the way forward. Sometimes these could fight you a little bit. There we go. From there, we just gotta put everything back together and we'll be done. When you're putting all the trim pieces back, pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is, everything should be lined up. Hear a nice click or secured. Pull that seal. And then from there, what we want to do next is we're going to put our 2/8 in the front over there, and then we'll put everything back together on this side. You want to get our trim piece, They do have some clips here. Make sure that the clips are on there. And then you just kind of line them up with those there. Pretty straightforward. When you're lined up, all you do is just make sure that the seat belt, there we go. So this part should be on now. Make sure that the seal is good. We just gotta do the back part and we are done. This is a plastic nut, so you gotta make sure that you don't go too tight or else it will break. We get our last trim piece. Has those two notches that kind of go towards the top of the headliner. We're gonna put our 8mm bolt or fastener. Of course, you don't want to hit these too hard. Don't forget our little airbag trim piece. So this will save you the labor and money when it comes to replacing the backup battery itself. Depending on the dealership, it could be a couple $100s. After this is all done, you do take it to a dealership. They do perform that total, the special software, clear fault codes, and it should be good to go. That should fix your Volvo on-call service required. If this video was very helpful, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys on the next video.